Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you what I did on my hatch update. Well, I started doing the front brake lines on the front part of the car, so basically the master side. So yeah, basically this is what I did. I bent the lines, flared it, and put it inside of the car. So I'm actually going to be tucking the fuel setup. This is a stainless steel 3/16 hard line. I use XRP fittings, some XRP stainless steel. Bent them, trying to figure out how I was gonna tuck it, but I think it came out really good on how I set it up. It doesn't interfere with any of the pedals that are inside of the car, so hopefully everything clears once I start doing the inside brake lines as well. But yeah, I'll be showing you guys what I use to flare and made my lines, like what I use for bending it. I use some of my tools. These are some of my tools that I used on my whole setup. Let me just show you guys what I use. Let me just go over the tools. So basically, these are some of the tools I use. This is my straightener. This is one of my favorite straighteners. And this right here is my favorite bender. I think this is from Nitrous Express, I think. This is yeah, one of my favorite benders for the stainless brake lines, 3/16. These are some of the cutting tools that I use to cut the line, the hard line. Yeah, so I got miscellaneous benders. This was from Titan. This is another bender I got as well. And then yeah, so these are my cutting tools. And then 3/16 stainless steel hard lines. Some people use different lines. I like to use the stainless steel hard lines. Usually when you get them, it comes in a coil rolled up like this, and then you'll have to straighten it with a straightener or some sort. Yeah, so basically this is what the straightener. I use a drill to deburr the inside of the line, drill bit, and this is my what I use to flare. It is an Eastwood brand 37-degree flaring kit. This one does 5/16 3/16 and then basically this is for the fuel line, brake lines. Yeah, so basically this is all everything for flaring the line. Let me try to show you guys how to straighten lines. So basically, yeah, this is a hard line, and then grab your straightener. See how you insert it in, and then you just push it through, and yeah, and see, the line's coming straight already by just using this straightener. Yep. So that's for the straightener. I got this one off eBay. If you guys try to look it up, 3/16 line straightener. And then I use my cutting tool, a small pipe cutting tool, to cut it. But yeah, so here's one for example I already cut. It's not deburred yet, so I'll grab like a drill bit, maybe like a 5/64 or something, and then I will try and deburr the inside so it doesn't have any sharp edges. Just go slow, you don't really go fast on it. Just take out all the sharp edges that are inside of the stuff. So you'll probably see it. It doesn't have any sharp edges on the inside. And then, so basically, these are some of the fittings that you need doing AN fittings. Okay, so basically this is a tube nut and tube sleeve, and then this is the 37-degree fitting. This is basically the bulkhead. It's called a bulkhead, a 37-degree. 37-degree is on the tip right there, and basically, you know, sorry, my kids are always wanting to be in the videos, but yeah. So you'll grab your tube sleeve, I mean your line, and then what goes on is the tube nut, and then tube sleeve. So in order for all this to work with this, you need a flare this end with the Eastwood flaring tool. And let me just show you how I flare it. There are many ways to flare the line. You can do a single flare, which I'll be showing you, and a double flare, a bubble flare, and then yeah. So basically, what it'll do is it'll convert this line into a 37-degree to fit into this end, and this is what it's used to seal the brake lines or whatever 37-degree AN fitting that you're using. Okay, let me just pause this for a bit. Okay guys, this is my setup. It's actually mounted onto my truck hitch. You actually need a vise as well for this. You cannot just do it like on a small table vise, but yeah, a vise actually helps with this. So basically, load the 3/16 die here, and then load it up in here. So on this dial, it has operation 1. You gotta go according to whatever line that you're using. So basically operation 1, 3/16, you gotta make sure you lock this in, and then just lock it in soft and have the line operation 0. So you start with operation 0 first. So that will bring it in first. Bring it in. And then once you get to operation 1. So make sure you go on the 3/16, yeah. Operation 1, 3/16. And then you push it in. Or yeah, do the lever. And then that's when you tighten this lever right here. And then you move it to operation 2, 3/16. And then you do the lever until it bottoms out. And then the that should be done with the flare. Remove everything. Take out the die. And then, yeah. So, this is the 37-degree flare that is needed to seat with the fitting. I'm gonna get the fitting. So basically, yeah, this is the end result of the flaring it. So yeah, and then you can put in the tube sleeve. The tube sleeve will sit up against that flare, and then this is a tube nut that goes in. If you already did the other flare on the other end, make sure you already have these in before you flare it, or else you gotta cut it off and then redo everything. So basically, once it's done, everything will go in like this, and then bring in this in fitting, the bulkhead fitting, and then everything should go in, and that's how you flare and set up the AN fitting for this one. So basically just tighten it and everything seals in within all of that. And then let me just show you how my bender works. Yeah, let me just grab my bender. Okay, so basically, yeah, so the line goes in, then you lock it in, and then so yeah, so you lock the line in. Yeah, basically I think this bender is actually for all the used for nitrous lines, but it's the same size lines for the rig lines, so that's why. And this is actually better because it's like rigid, and you can just bend it to whatever degrees you want. So this is a 90. Let's see, this is a 90 degrees. Let's see what it is, 90. And then this one can do a really tight 180. And then release the latch. And then just pop it out. Sometimes you just gotta bend it a little bit just to get it out. And then just bend it with your hand just to get it back into shape. That's what I do, but I don't know. You guys can figure it out. Yep. So that's the 180. They're really tight. They're really tight bend that I like about this bending tool. And yeah, so it made the bend that is on my stuff right there. Yeah, so basically that was the tight bend on here, the 180. And then yeah, so it goes 90 down. So basically this is the tight bend right here, 180, then down 90, and then down 90. It takes a lot of trial and error to get these lines done. I know I went through a lot of lines, trial and error, cutting short, wrong flare, yeah, wrong flare, failed flares, and then sometimes you just have to redo everything. But yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out. I know that a lot of people have asked me to do some lines, but yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. it'll save you some time, money on learning how to flare. And yeah, so but yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to me. I'll be more than helpful to help you guys out on some things that I do for you guys. Yeah, thanks. Peace out.